All right, Shalom, Shalom. Call line line Alahaina with Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim El Kakadash. We give double honors to the apostles of great Mills on who will teach well. And hearty Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, the inspiration from this lesson comes from me learning to continue to trust in the Lord, right? And with that being said, there's this I think it's called My Bible app, and this it has these little I'm gonna say little study points that you can use to edify yourself in certain aspects of the Lord, how to trust in Him, how to uh, let's see, it's got a lot of stuff, right? But this one that I'm using is giving me scriptures on how to trust in the Lord. And one of these scriptures, one of these little information devotional packet things had Hebrews 11 and 24 in it. So I'm going to read that, but all of it leans back into faith and trusting in the Lord. So this is Hebrews 11 and 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And verse 2, it says, for by it, which is faith, the elders, our forefathers, all right, attained a good report. All right, so by faith, our forefathers obtained a good report from the Heavenly Father. All right, so, and the mindset that our forefathers had is the mindset that we need to have. They had a mindset of faith. Okay, so I want to jump down and read what it is that pertains to Moses in the regards of him and his faith. Right. This is Hebrews 11 and 24. I'm gonna read it in the KJV and I'm gonna read it in the GNT. Right. So it says, by faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child and they were not afraid of the king's commandments. By faith, when Moses was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. All right. So we, all right, as men and women and children of the Lord, must have this mindset to go through the sufferings that comes with being a part of this ministry, right? And do it with confidence and faith in the Lord that He's going to deliver you, like Moses was able to deliver the Israelites, like Moses was able to bring them the law, statutes, and commandments, and bring them up out of the land of Egypt. And he was able to go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh to let the Lord's people go, right? He did all those things with faith, right? So let me read this in the GNT. All right, so this is Hebrews 11 and 24. It says, it was faith that made Moses, when he had grown up, refused to be called the son of the king's daughter. He preferred to suffer with Yahweh's people rather than to enjoy sin for a little while. And that sin, it adds up, man. All right. You see what Babylon is going through right now. All right, they're going through economic structure failure. Okay, people are failing spiritually. People are failing mentally. All right, they're thinning themselves out through being involved in all these types of wars. All right, and the Lord is doing these things to Babylon, and the Lord could do that to His people as well. Right. So it says here, verse 26. I didn't read that. I don't think I read it in the KJV. Yeah, but I'll go back and read it. It says, verse 26. He reckoned that to suffer scorn for Yahushua the Messiah was worth far more than all the treasures of Egypt, for he kept his eye on the future reward. And that's what we must do, right? Keep our eye on the future reward. And what's that future reward? For you, it could be getting the crown, right? Which is going to be ultimately. But for me, one of the things I want is Matthew 26 and 29, to drink wine with the Lord, man. All right. So that's why I need to keep my mind at, right? That's what we need to keep our mind at. And I got like two more scriptures. Let me see. Let me read that in the KJV, verse 26. It says, esteeming that the reproach of Hamashiach and the things that the Lord Yahushua went through for the nation of Israel, right? The beating, the hanging, all right? so on and so forth, was some of the things that we are going to suffer was way better and is way better than the things that we can receive on this side, right? For going through the things that the Lord went through and what He received, and the things that we're going to go through and what we're going to receive is way better than the things that we can receive on this side, right? It says, "For He had respect unto the recompense of the reward." So the future, all right, the elect being crowned, drinking wine with the Lord, being in the kingdom. That's what Moses had his mind on, right? So let me get this right quick, and then I'm gonna go to camp. This is Revelation 18 and 4. It says, "And I heard a voice coming from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Right? So to come up out of Babylon is to be in the mindset of Moses, not to want to partake in the delicacies of what the king's daughter, as Pharaoh's, as the son of the king's daughter, was able to allow Moses to take part of, right? And he forsook that. We must forsake the things of Babylon, right? We can't physically leave Babylon and think that we're going to not receive judgment from the Lord. Leaving Babylon in a sense means not to partake in the things that Babylon has set up to be a trap and a snare to you. All right, women, the religion, the money system, and how people get so entangled in it. The entertainment system is one reason why the people get so entangled into the money system. They do all types of disgusting things for the money. All right, you got the religious system, all types of wicked things that will cause our people, that America has set up, will cause our people to be set up for failure. Right? We got to forsake those things. You got the holidays, the birthdays, the Christmases, Thanksgivings, Halloweens, Valentine's Day, all that bullshit. Right? Those things are worship within this place, and if you partake in it, you're going to be taken with the plagues of that. Right? So don't fall subject to the abominations of Babylon, right? Have that faith and that mindset of Moses, where you are able to think about the future, think about the reward that you're going to get and receive from the Lord. This is going to be my closing precept. This is Galatians 3 and 1. If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. And to obtain those things, you have to have faith in the Lord to get those things, right? Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. And that's what Moses did, as we read here in Hebrews 11 and 26, which I'm going to read again. He reckoned that, in the GNT, he reckoned that to suffer scorn for the Messiah was worth far more than all the treasures of Egypt, for he kept his eye on the future reward. And that future reward is what the Lord's going to bless his elect with. All right. Second Ezra 13 to tell you that. Revelation 7 chapter tell you that the Lord's going to be there, and all the 144,000 are going to be there. You want to be a part of that, right? You want to eat and drink wine with the Lord again at his coming, right? At the round table, which is a picture that some brother drew, and had the elect men and the Lord in the middle, holding up wine glasses. You want to be a part of that, man. All right. So keep your eye on the future reward and not things that we know is going to be destroyed, because World War III is coming. You also got the CHIP. That's on its way out, man. The economic structure of America and all these other major countries are being replaced by digital currencies. All right. So Lord will use edify. Just have the mindset of faith. All right. And I'm gonna read what it is in the G&T. It says, to have faith is to be sure of the things we hope for. So what are you hoping for, right? To be certain of the things we cannot see. It was by their faith that the people of ancient times won Yahweh's approval. And it goes through how each individual has specific, their faith tied into the things that they went through, and how you can use that as a bullet point to up your faith and strengthen your faith in the Lord. So Lord will use edify. Shalom.